listening to Jeff Norton, live from Florida's Nature Coast.
That is right. As we sit here, we listen to our feed. You are listening to the Morning News Radio. I am your host, Jeff Norton. You can join me live here every weekday. I laugh. We try to get here every weekday from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. right here on Red State Talk Radio. I'm going to do something here real quick. I got to do a little audio check. We had some issues, so I want to make sure. So you're going to hear a double feed here in a second because I want to make sure that we're giving you the best audio quality. That is right. As we sit here, we listen to our feed. You are listening to the Morning News Radio. That's what's really weird. So I just did a feed or just did a quick listen. This early in the morning, it's hard to get someone to help engineer the show. And so we'll do what we can do and everything. And so I do apologize for that, but we had to do a little quick radio check. Got a little static on the system. I am monitoring that. And, of course, if we get way out of hand, our good program director / owner of Red State Talk Radio, I'm sure will text me or write me and let me know. But we'll see how long we can stay running under this current environment. We got to switch out a computer, though. I can tell you my work is already cut out for me on Monday morning, but it's okay. There's a lot of static. Gosh, we'll persevere. You guys can't hear it. It sounds like it's not coming through to you, but I can definitely hear it in my headphones. Wow, what a week last week. For those that don't know, I mean, we're trying to get these things right, getting these things done. We depend upon the internet and the service providers. And I can tell you, I'm not one to bash someone or bash a provider or anything like that, but I'll tell you, I was not happy last week. We had some storms that rolled through here through Central Florida, which, we're known for that, right? I mean, come on, it's Florida. It's it's either sunny and beautiful, or it's just horribly rainy and and hurricaney. And we had one of those. We had some minor storm blow through this system last week here in Central Florida. It was, a lot of rain, and we had some 60-mile-an-hour winds, a lot of tree damage and everything. We need the rain, so I'm not going to complain at all. I shouldn't be complaining at all. We need the rain. I mean, we're not in a drought condition, but we have a lot of wildfires here in Florida going on at the same time. Last time I checked the other day, there was, at least about 100 different fires going on. So what we had to do is back this down a little bit. So, we needed the rain. I'm not going to, like I said, no need to complain and everything. But with the rain came the winds, and the winds come down trees and power and everything. So we lost our power. But worse off, we lost our fiber optic line. Now, we have a fiber line. It's literally a fiber optic line, business class fiber optic. It's not like the Fios or whatever that you get as a consumer. It's actually business. And, tree on that is not a good thing. And usually, it just trips a circuit somewhere or something like that. Well, this one here, they actually had to replace the line. So we were down for the rest of the week. We were down 3 days last week, and I do apologize for that. And I do appreciate the great work that the company did to get us back up and running, but 3 days, man. Come on. You got to run a wire from point A, a fiber optic from point A to point B. We obviously were not on the top of the list. And, I don't mind, I don't mind waiting. The problem is when you pay for a service and they guarantee a 4-hour turnaround time, and it takes them almost 4 days. There's a huge disparity there. So we'll, like I said, I don't want to get on the radio. That's not what we're here to do and complain about them. But I do apologize for missing last week. We were doing it. And then today I walk into the studio and I've got a machine who decides that it wants to fill the airwaves with static. And at least my headset, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. We'll monitor here and there like I'm going to do right now. take some. Yeah. So it sounds pretty good. So we'll just kind of continue on. We'll roll on to the show. Wow. It is April 10th, 2007. 5 more days away from tax day. Got to pay your masters. For most of us. Now, I know a lot of people, have to pay in. I get that. Most of us, though, look for that money to come back to us. It's kind of like our yearly savings account. We overpay and get it back. And, we have to beg the government to get our money back from them that we've already paid them. Wow. How messed up is that? And you're really going to be upset when you find out that the money that you pay actually doesn't pay for those cruise missiles that hit Syria last week. No. The money you pay in taxes actually pays the bankers. The operation funds of the United States, comes from them loaning or borrowing money from the banks, of course, and getting paid interest on it. So that's a depressing. I don't mean to start your Monday morning out with that type of depressing news, but that's just the way it works here in America. And so, hey, America, good morning. How are you? How are you guys doing this morning? I'm doing pretty good, except I haven't had my coffee yet. So if I start rambling or rumbling or whatever, we'll know why. But no, I haven't had my coffee yet. Maybe I need to get me some. And talking about coffee, obviously I can't mention coffee on the show without mentioning my good friends at Tim Hortons Coffee. Tim Hortons, the best dang coffee within 500 miles. If you're within 500 miles of a Timmy Hortons, I suggest that you take the detour, get up there, see them, get a cup of black coffee and a Danish. Tell them that Jeff Norton sent you. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. I do. I like Tim Hortons. It's not a Starbucks. It's not a Caribou. It's not one of those boutique coffees. But hey, I'm one of these guys. I drink coffee because I love coffee. I don't know about you guys. I don't need to have the fancy stuff. Are you a cognac drinker or are you a whiskey drinker? I like my Jack Daniels. Neat. No need in messing it all up. I'm one of kind of those guys. When I drink, actually my favorite adult beverage in the liqueur is gin. I'm a big Sapphire fan. I love just straight gin, man. No gin and juice. Don't have to mix it up. Don't have to get all fancy, schmancy. I'm a pretty easy kind of guy. I like my gin and straight up. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to do a Bombay Sapphire. That's the only gin that I'll drink. And then, of course, there's the mojitos. Got to give a shout out to my Latin Caribbean friends out there. And like my mojitos. Nice little place that Miss Sandy and I usually spend our winters when it gets too cold here in Florida is in Puerto Rico. And I'll tell you, if you ever have a chance, all these people who travel to the Caribbean, that go, there's nothing wrong with world travel. I believe in it and highly recommend that you do that. Just don't go to the Middle East or Europe for that matter. We're not too well liked as Americans, but a little known gem in the United States is Puerto Rico. Yeah, pretty much everybody there speaks English. Everything's transacted in U.S. dollars. Everything's reasonable. People are very friendly. So you get the Caribbean side, and it's nice. You can actually go to the Atlantic side or the Caribbean side. It depends on what you're into. And everything you need is within, about an hour drive. You can go from one side of Puerto Rico to the other in about an hour. And it's nice. It's a nice little resort. So, nice little resort. The whole island's a resort. No, just, it's a nice little place to visit. Highly recommend it. And it's not as lawless as some of the other Latin American countries and everything like that. So, don't believe everything they say. Old San Juan is beautiful and stuff, but you got to get out. You got to venture out. You got to go out to Montenegro. You got to go out to Ponce and on the Caribbean side and stuff. It's very, and you can do that all in a day. It's just incredible. It's just, it's fun. It's fun. I love Puerto Rico. I wish I was Puerto Rican. I really say that. I say that. No, I do. I wish I was born in Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. I just feel it's just one of those parts of the United States where you just fall in love with the people, and the people love you. They really do. They really do. But word of advice though, don't go there as an American. Oh, we're all Americans, but don't go there and stink the place up with your American elitism. Just be a down to earth human being. If you get there and you start pull the American crap, stay home. Stay home. We don't want you. They don't want you. I always say here in Florida and stuff, go home. You're stinking the place up, and everything. I would, they used to talk about. We used to laugh that there's no one in Florida that are from Florida anymore. It's all everybody that we talk to, everybody that we run into is from another part of the country. And had a great conversation while we were down. I did take the opportunity to do some business and stuff, and talk with some fellow radio guys, and who better. And I just want to give a shout out to Dave. I appreciate it, man. The great conversation. For those who don't know, you wouldn't know unless I had to fill you in. Had a really good conversation. That was weird. Something going on outside. That was weird. You guys probably heard it. I couldn't hear it, but I heard some rumbling. No, Dave, in the business, there's only a few companies that actually supply radio equipment. These are guys that actually, if you're a radio station or TV studio stuff, you got to buy your equipment somewhere, right? And met with one of the owners of a great little business here in Ocala, Florida, and we had a great conversation. And I think he's talked me. Well, he didn't talk me into it. I talked myself into it. I ran the idea by him, and we're going to stay, of course, with this 6 to 9 a.m. show here